As an artist, you always try to add more detail and more character to your models, and in the process of creating like the perfect model, what happens is that we often like forget about the basic things that are required for that asset to work properly in our scene. So for example, maybe we are like working on an asset of a chair or a box or a crate something, and we add like details of crunch, dirt, wear and tear, everything, how the wood is supposed to look like, how old it is or how new it is, and we add those details in it. But when we bring that model inside Unreal Engine, what happens is that in the process of adding more details, making the asset close to perfect, we often forget to check the basic things that are required for it to run in Unreal Engine properly. And some of these things are like quite annoying when you like discover it after importing it into the Unreal Engine, because then you have to go back to your modeling software and then fix those errors and then bring it back here. So today, what I'm going to do is show you some tools that are inside Unreal Engine to fix these mistakes. And let's start with the pivot point. So what happens is that when you bring in your asset and you see like the asset is pretty good looking, but the pivot point is not where it's supposed to be. And for that, what you have to do is like go into your modeling section and then select on X form. Here you will find an option called edit pivot. Once you click it, you can like drag this pivot wherever you want it to be on the object, or what you can do is like use these tools to place it like in center and bottom. You can place it at world origin, you can place it in front, you can place it in right, and you can place the pivot in center and bottom, and that, and you are good to go. Okay, so sometimes what happens is that we try to add more like details into our objects, and we assign like different materials to the object. And in doing so, what we sometimes end up doing is like either intentionally or non-intentionally, we assign different material to the object. And to fix this, what we can do is like select your model and go into attributes, edit material, and then select the other material. So for example, in this object, I initially added this material. I thought it would look like a different and like give it a distinct look, but now if I want to change it to this material, so all I have to do is like select this material from the drop down menu, and then adjust the brush size. You can adjust the brush size from here. So I'm going to make it a bit small, and now all I have to do is like paint this portion. And once I'm done painting it, just click on assign active material and then accept. See, now it's back to the same word. So like this you can adjust and like fix your material inside Unreal Engine. Okay, so while setting up a scene, what happens is that we have to like create duplicates of the same object, and it's like for two or three things you can just alt drag it and add. But what if you want to add multiples of the same object? So for that, what we will do is like go into the modeling section and select X form, click pattern, and once you select it, you can adjust the axis you want. So for us it will be the x-axis, and you can select it by count, step, or pack, and you can add multiple counts, and you can adjust the distance between the two. For example, you're not seeing like this, you might have to turn off this centered, and what it does is like adds multiple duplicates from here rather than the center. And once you are done with the settings, you can also check this create ISMCs. So what it does is like it creates an instant static mesh component of the duplicates that you just created, so that it takes less space in your RAM and it loads the level fast. So there is another tool called Lattice, and what it does is like basically give you these control points which you can select and like add bends in your model, which gives it more like a natural look to it, because woods are not all straight. So yeah, you can add bend to the model with this tool. So what if you want to create an arch with this? And again, we go to the Deform tool and select this wrap. So after clicking on wrap, you will have to select what type of wrap do you want. Do you want to bend it? Do you want to twist it? Do you want to like squish it? So this is the starting point from where you want to start the deform, and like this is the end point. So as you can see, you can create something like this and give a different character and different shape to your existing model. You can also bend it. As you can see, you can add more points to it so that curves it properly. You can also create something like this if you want, or you want to see, you can have a shape something like this, or maybe you want to make it a complete curve. So you can see, you can also select the bent angle from here and it creates a perfect circle. I mean, there are a lot of things that you can do with this. So like experiment and see what works for you and what do you want to achieve. And once you are okay with the design, just click on accept and it stays like that. So like this way you can add more variations to your existing models, or you don't have to create like a separate model for this. You can like use your existing models to create new shapes. There you have it, these tools in Unreal Engine 5 that can save you a lot of time and hassle of juggling into 2 to 3 softwares, going back and forth from your software, and fixing those errors and small mistakes inside Unreal Engine 5. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these tools. How many of you did you already knew about? If you have a question or a suggestion, please comment that as well, and definitely share it with someone you think might find it helpful. Thank you for watching. I hope this helps speed up your workflow and save you some valuable time. Like this video, share this, subscribe. It really encourages me to create more videos like this for you. So have a nice day and never stop learning.